Welcome everyone to another video, and in this video we are going to be shoutcasting Master League Classic one. I've done so many draws, so I'm trying to keep track of everything. This is from Heartbrokenkid. I believe there are 10 rounds here, so it's going to be quite a long one. Heartbrokenkid's team consists of Palkia, so Gaglio, oh my gosh, I really should have looked up how to pronounce this anyways. Mamoswine, Mew, Gudra, and Tapu Fini. First round opponent is David, who has a Giratina Origin, Genesect, Florges, Landers Incarnate, Regirock, and Kanto Moltres as opposed to Galarian one. So let's go ahead and get started. This is before the start of the season, right? So this, I guess, not. There probably wouldn't be any movesets that would be relevant in Master League Classic. But let's see. All right, we're gonna see. Oh, Solagio versus Florges is a very good lead, and we see the switch out into Moltres. This is a good switch for Palkia. Obviously, the Sky attack would do quite a bit of damage, so probably will have to shield. Is running Hydro Pump, so gonna throw before the Moltres gets to another Sky attack, and they decide to no shield. And we will see. Likely they won't shield the Hydro Pump, but let's see how much energy they decide to farm. Oh, they throw right before the Hydro Pump, which is really nice timing. They go for the Disarming Voice. It is enough to KO. And we will see what the opponent decides to do. And then here, complete hard counter, but this is still a close game here, just because they are up a shield. Yeah, they are up a shield. Actually, probably would have been nice to throw the. It would have been nice to throw the Psychic Fang before switching, but this will be a CMP tie. And then we'll see whether or not the Iron Head is going to be enough to KO. They should be dry right now. And then you do one and throw the Iron Head. We'll see if it's enough. Oh, going to go Psychic Fang first. Okay, that makes sense too. And then go for the Iron Head. Oh, maybe the Psychic Fang. Honestly, the Psychic Fang did a pretty decent amount. Why did the Psychic Fang do so much? Okay. Okay, well, Okay, we're gonna see a bunch of Moonblasts. There's not really much of a chance. Should be able to easily survive. They'll need 2 Moonblasts and Disarming Voice to KO. They go for the Moonblast and gonna go straight for the Iron Head. Gonna reveal the Iron Head, but this is totally fine. I guess the alternative would be Flamethrower, which really wouldn't make too much sense with this. Oh, I guess it kind of makes sense for like Genesect if you think it's gonna. That's the only time it would actually be favorable. We see Mew into the Florges, and we will see how these two will decide to play it out. And it's going to be a close matchup. I was running Overheat on the Mew along with Surf. So we're going to see a bunch of Surfs. Regirock's pretty tanky though, so we're going to see the switch out. Probably going to have Giratina in the back. Really wants to bait out this Giratina, I presume. Or potentially Moltres. We'll see. This Florges has quite a bit of energy, so you don't see a shield and able to farm down before the second Stone Edge. So do expect the Florges to come back out. We'll probably just settle for throwing the Aqua Tail. No chance that they'll let them get them to. Yeah, okay. You just let this go. They go for the Disarming Voice. And gonna have to wait the clock because the clocks are desync since a Surf was thrown before switching. And one Moonblast definitely will not KO, but it will do a pretty good amount of damage. And then here comes Giratina in the back in a pretty decent spot. Does have to be careful of potential Shadow Ball. They do go for the Shadow Ball. I guess Dragon Pulse would obviously do the most. And gonna go for the Muddy Water Bait, but does lose the CMP. Should be able to survive this Shadow Ball. It does quite a bit of damage, and I don't expect them to shield, but let's see. Let's see. They don't shield. No debuff there. Gonna look to try to farm down and Muddy Water this Florges into Oblivion. Gonna throw the two muddy waters, and if it gets any muddy water attack drops, this is gonna be quite devastating. Interesting, not throwing the muddy water again. I definitely would have dumped the second muddy water. Did we see a shield from the Florges? That's kind of weird, to be honest. I would have dumped the second muddy water to potentially drop the attack, but this is looking pretty good here. Gonna shield. Could go for the overheat, but I think you just go for the surf. And then does have the muddy water banked. So I'm pretty sure Gudra wins CMP over Florges. Plus they'll have to throw, and likely they get dragged back down. Even with the the difference in the typing advantage. And we're gonna see how these two decide to play this out. They go straight for the Stone Edge. Definitely wouldn't KO. It'd be neutral because the ground typing resists. Ice is weak, but does quite a bit of damage. Are we going to see the bait? Are we going to see go for it? Going to throw the avalanche. Two avalanches would likely KO, but they will be able to outpace to the second move here. So going to have to shield this if he wants to preserve all this energy. And we'll see how these two, how it decides to play out. Can probably do 5 then throw. Okay. Threw one early, but that's quite all right. I don't expect a shield. And we'll see what comes in. It's actually going to be Giratina. I definitely would, I don't know if I would switch here per se, but getting the farm down here is kind of nasty, to be honest. Gonna go into Palkia. The question is here is, do you just take this move? Nope. They go straight for the Dragon Pulse, which makes sense as a second move. But this is a pretty tough situation because this Florges is going to be able to land 2 Moonblast. Maybe you get 2 Surfs off. A little slow in the switch. Honestly, the Disarming Voice is probably enough to KO. And just this is a tough situation. Very, very challenging. And we'll see whether or not they choose a shield. They do not choose a shield. And loses CMP, which is really, really bad. And Moonblast is more than enough to KO, and this matchup is definitely over. Maybe you threw the Surf beforehand, get the shield, then maybe this Aqua Tail would be enough. But honestly, the Giratina is a bit too healthy still. Yeah, the Giratina is a bit too healthy. You're gonna have to try to fast move it down, but it's just not gonna be possible here. They're gonna reach the Dragon Pulse. Nicely played by the opponent. And this is game over here. Dragon Pulse gonna be able to take out the Palkia. And we're gonna move on to game number 4. We're gonna see Tapu Fini into Giratina, which is not actually a good lead since it does resist the water guns. The Moonblast obviously would do a tremendous amount of damage, but the Shadow Ball and Shadow Claw are neutral. So, and plus Giratina has much better stats than Tapu Fini. And they come into Moltres here, which is a very interesting switch. And we see the Surf come through. Gonna throw a second Surf. Really wants to ensure the switch. And okay, this is very tough here. Honestly, do you just have to take this move here? They must have an answer, but honestly, this Giratina is going to be nasty. We're going to see the Florges, right? Let's see. It is the Florges, and going to have to farm up a bunch of energy. Going to have to let this go. But how do you deal with this Giratina that's basically at full health, right? Because it took like water gun damage. You know, the good thing is it doesn't have the bait move of there's no bait move of Ominous Wind, so they will have to go for the Shadow Ball, but these fire spins are resisted here. You're gonna have to shield this. You're gonna have to hope to get a shield from this Giratina, farm down, then Hydro Pump. You have to get a shield here, and then switch, and then Hydro Pump the Florges is basically the play. They decide to not do it that way. Gonna need to land. Okay, well you shield. Maybe you survive this. They do go for the Disarming Voice. Gonna go for the Psychic Fang. We'll see if the opponent calls this or not. Regardless, you're just gonna throw a Psychic Fang on the next one. Okay, we'll see if this is enough here. They are 1 stage drop now. It is not enough. And gonna throw the Psychic Fang and then look to switch out to Palkia. And the Aqua Tail should be enough now. We'll see if they can reach it. Able to reach it and able to come out of this set up 3-1. Nicely played. And we're going to go into this second round match against Blue Nardo. Dialga, Landorus again, Gyarados, Prorina, Hydreigon, whatever you want to say, Machamp as the last pick. We'll see how these two decide to play it out. Some pretty interesting Pokemon that could be used. Also, some pretty interesting movesets that can be played as well. But obviously, this Dialga looks pretty strong with only one really decent answer. And this is not what you want to see. We'll see whether or not it has Waterfall or Charm. And we see the Hydreigon come through. Is running. They do resist the Shadow Claws, but this Ice Beam is going to come in really clutch. We'll see whether or not they shield. They do not shield. And unfortunately, only has Wild Charge. And I'm assuming they Brutal Swing. Oh, doesn't quite KO. Nice potential undercharge by the opponent. Well, I probably would have waited the clock a little bit longer because this is obviously very problematic. Oh, they do land the Brutal Swing. Oh man, definitely should have waited the clock here. The opponent's thankfully waiting the clock on their side. Gonna have to switch here, right? Gonna have to switch, and we'll see what's in the back in a favorable situation here. But still, a lot of work that needs to be done to be able to win this game. This is a lot of work. I don't know who actually wins the 2 shield here. You for sure shield everything, right? From even though it's an Ironhead's a pretty weak move. And gonna throw the Psychic Fang. I'm assuming the Dialga will shield this one. And the defense is dropped again. Gonna be able to land another Psychic Fang. And they should be pretty close to like 4 Dragon Breaths away from another Ironhead. And they throw it poor timing there, but they just want to get the move off. And we're going to see the full farm down from here, right? Okay. All right. Oh, man. Going to throw the Psychic Fang. And going to look to land another. Okay. Going to throw the Avalanche. Oh, it is enough. And the Psychic Fang. Oh, the Psychic Fang is definitely not enough to KO here, but the Dialga should be pretty dry, right? Because they threw an Iron Head and dipped. This definitely will not. Oh, it does KO. Okay, interesting. I guess it's Master League Classic. I'm thinking about Open Master League. Okay, picking up a good lead here. Gyarados doesn't have anything for it, so we actually didn't see the moveset on Gyarados, which does make it a little bit problematic. I do expect it to be Waterfall, though. And gonna let this go. I'm assuming they Draco. They run Thunder, not Draco here. Okay, obviously it makes sense. And gonna throw the Psychic Fang again. And we will see how this... I'm not sure how the Zero Shield matchup plays out. Can you reach the Psychic Fang before they reach the Iron Head? Okay. I'm gonna let this go. Interesting. Gonna go into Tapu Fini. The question is, what do they have for Tapu? Oh, they have their own Primarina. And good timing on the Moonblast. I do expect the switch to come through after this. Oh, okay. Question is here. Oh, it is a Waterfall. Oh, that is so nasty here. That is super nasty. Definitely should not have switched. Yeah, that's very nasty here. Oh, that's disgusting here. Gonna have to... You have to farm off the... Oh, man. There's just no way here. There's just no way. There's no point in shielding this. Yeah. Had to stay there. Throw maybe Surf Bait and then try to win out with in the back. Picks up a fantastic lead. We will see how they decide to play this out. Okay. Gonna stay. And throw the Psychic Fang in a decent spot. They do have the right moveset on Mew to be able to win out this matchup. Okay, they go for the bait there. That's definitely devastating here. It's very devastating, unfortunately. And gonna have to try to take out this Dialga before it gets to another move here. We'll see if the Dialga decides to shield because this Psychic Fang will definitely take it out. And we will see how these two decide to play it out. Is it going to be the Gyarados coming in? Oh, it's actually Hydreigon here. Okay, gonna go. Oh, they Brutal Swing here. Still playable here, but honestly, this Primarina is going to be kind of nasty in the back. I don't see a clear win con for them. I don't see a clear win con because they're just going to get charmed down. Going to go for the bait. Need to do one more Shadow Claw for slightly better timing. They do end up shielding, but there's just no way here. There's just no way, right? You have to try a double here without... Okay, maybe. Do you have the Wild Charge here? Oh, okay. That actually made no sense. I don't know how you got that move off because that charm definitely should have applied. But still, they could potentially Dragon Pulse here. They could Dragon Pulse or Iron Head, or not Iron Head. Oh, they Brutal Swing. It's definitely not going to be enough. This Aqua Tail probably not enough too, but it looks like you can Dragon Breath down. Oh my gosh, they lagged out there. I don't think they should have got that win there, but that's okay. Sometimes the game's like that. It shouldn't allow you to get the Wild Charge off there, but okay, regardless. All right, we're gonna go into the fourth and final game, and we see a battle of these two. We'll see how this decides to play it out, and they come into Dialga. They are double weak to this Solagio. We'll see how they decide to play this out. Obviously, you would prefer to keep the matchup. Gonna let this go. They do decide to Thunder. Maybe they have... Well, let's see how they decide to play this out. They must have a hard answer, right? Okay, gonna throw the Psychic Fang. Able to reach it beforehand. We'll see if the opponent decides to shield or not. They do not decide to shield. Will we see the full charm down here? Probably makes the most sense. Oh, they come into... Well, this is game over here. I guess they could be running Flash Cannon, though. Does have to be careful of the Flash Cannon. Is this enough for the Flash Cannon? It is enough for the Flash Cannon. It'll only be neutral, though. Basically, you need to grab the shield. We'll see if they shield this Moonblast. They do not. And gonna go for the Ice Beam to not debuff yourself. And they decide to no shield. And we will see how this is gonna play out. Ooh, that sucks. That sucks there. Do you shield this? Okay. I think you had to shield there. I think you had to shield there. They're just gonna straight Brutal Swing. Otherwise, you're just gonna get Dragon Breath down. I think you had to shield there. Hope that they shield the... You have to shield there. You Wild Charge, and then you throw another Wild Charge. Hope that they shield both, and then you Moonblast or something like that. Okay. The next opponent is Captain Ilmatic, I think it is. And they lead Lugia into Mew. Obviously, favorable matchup for the Mew. Well, maybe not obvious since you didn't know what moveset it ran. Gonna go for the Iron Head, which will deal super effective damage, but the attack has been dropped. The Fire Spins are neutral. They will reach another one. Gonna have to let this go. Go for the full farm down. This Lugia probably will fully farm down this Solagio. Okay, gonna throw here. Doesn't want to take the Dragon Claw and potentially have the switch flipped. But this is kind of nasty here. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, right? Because these Iron Heads won't do that much damage. Gonna go for the Psychic Fang, which I guess you want to go Psychic Fang and then Iron Head, but I think... Okay, gonna switch. Okay, they do throw the Sky Attack. Just the Sky Attack. Let's see what they have in the back. Okay, gonna throw the Ice Beam. Well, I believe it's Ice Beam. It's running Psy Shock as well, for I think potentially for the Buzzwall. We do see the Buzzwole. Gonna go for the Psyshock, which would deal super effective damage. The counters are resisted. The Shadow Claws are neutral. We're gonna see how these two decide to play it out. They will reach the lunge here. Okay, gonna let this go. They do lunge, does deal super effective damage. Gonna have to wait the clock out. And gonna try to reach the Psychic Fang. I don't think they'll shield this because it honestly won't do that much damage. Well, actually did a pretty decent amount of damage, but you're gonna have to shield this lunge here, right? Cannot shield the lunge, but now you're just gonna get maybe you're just gonna get Dragon Breath down, right? Or Dragon Tail down. But you shield this here. Maybe not. I think you shield the lunge, right? Because they're not gonna make it to multiple sky attacks here, and then now you have to throw the Aqua Tail. Lugia was too low. And gonna look to land another Aqua Tail. The Shield and Lunge was definitely the safest play, but worked out perfectly okay and able to take out the Buzzwole. Nicely played, and we're gonna go into the next game here. Okay, this is a good matchup. We'll see how these two decide to play it out. Honestly, I would just throw Iron Heads because I don't think they're gonna shield. Okay, gonna bait again. I don't like this bait here, to be honest, but because there's absolutely no way they're gonna shield. And if you know they're not going to shield, so like, why not just throw the same thing right away? They will go Aeroblast. Oh my goodness, they actually baited there. Interesting. That was a confusing play. I still don't think they shield this because they'll easily survive it. And gonna shield and look to farm down. Oh, they actually Sky Attack bait again. Well, now you just let this go. Farm it all the way down. Come out with a bunch of energy. And we will see what comes in. Will it be the Buzzwole? Will it be the Kyurem? Will it be the Jirachi? What is it going to be? Swampert. It's going to be Buzzwole. Gonna throw the Psychic Fang. In a pretty good spot. Probably do one and throw the Psychic Fang. Can you survive that second counter? The lag was kind of weird there. We'll see. Because if you can get off this second Psychic Fang, that would be huge. Able to get off another Psychic Fang, which is absolutely devastating to this Buzzwole. And gonna go in. Unfortunately, they're gonna be met by Tapu Fini, and Tapu Fini absolutely destroys this thing. Tapu Fini absolutely destroys this backline. Holy Jesus! Okay, well that's terrible for the opponent. And yeah, gonna throw the Aqua Tail. Tapu Fini just dominates here. And Tapu Fini was really good against this entire team. Don't need to shield this. And then farm down. And then Moonblast this Buzzwole. They do go for the Glaciate. But does not really matter. And we're going to see the Moonblast easily take out this Buzzwole. Even with the attack drop. And that's game over. All right. Up 2-0 in this set. And we're going to see Mew into Kyurem. I don't think we saw the Mew. Oh, wait, we did see the Mew moveset. And they will reach. Okay, good. Just going to go for the Psyshock. Wants the guaranteed damage. The Ice Beam obviously would only do neutral damage. Going to let this go. And then probably switch to Solagio, right? Okay. No, going to stay in. Okay. I guess the thing is, like, it's a very favorable matchup for Solagio since it resists everything. And they actually got the shield on the second one. That's a very curious. And no farm down there. That's kind of weird there, to be honest. They go for the Dragon Claw. Maybe they miscounted there. We're going to see a full farm down from the Solagio. And let's see. If it's Lugia in the back, it's a little bit problematic because we're going to see... Oh, they're going to reach another move here. Yeah, they reach another move. Maybe switch here. Get a little bit of energy on Palkia, but... yeah, we're going to see Lugia here. Yeah, this is quite bad here. And then we do see the Jirachi come in. What moveset is the Jirachi running? Is that Confusion? I can't tell. It is Confusion. It's just Jirachi's so small. It's hard to say. Let's see if they... I'm assuming they go straight Psychic. They do bait here with the Doom Desire. And we'll see how this plays out. I don't expect them to shield. Because they want to put everything onto... Oof. Gotta let this go. Doomsire is resisted, so it won't KO. You kind of need to switch here and save this Aqua Tail. Oh, there's just no way. There's just no way. There's just no way. You do have the Aqua Tail banked. They let that go. Okay. Maybe if they shield this. Maybe if they're miscounting there, but there's just no... Okay. Well, now it's definitely possible. You shield this, right? Because you're going to win CMP tie anyways. If you get the second thing off, then that'd be really huge. I don't think this even KO. This Sky Tech definitely KOs, but the Aqua Tail definitely doesn't KO. You do one Dragon Breath, then throw the Aqua Tail. That's perfect gameplay there. But it's... Oh, it is actually enough. I guess this is classic here, right? I keep forgetting it's classic. Very beautiful play there. Really well done. Yeah, very, very well done in that game. I didn't think it was possible, but Lugia, definitely not as tanky in Classic. I haven't played Classic in a little bit, so because of a very good lead here. All three Pokemon are pretty okay. This is kind of weird matchup with Lugia. Lugia will survive this avalanche. Oh, they actually shield here. Well, you're going to be able to easily outpace. You just shield. And then one off the avalanche. There's just no way. Lugia is too slow. We'll be able to control switch no matter what here. You just shield this and then look to throw. Okay, good timing there, throwing after 4. Maybe could have went a little bit more to reduce the farm, but this is safe here. Just control the switch. And we see this. Oh, they finally bring the Swampert. Unfortunately, Swampert, your CP is way too low. We do see the Earthquake come through, but honestly, the Hydro Cannons do absolutely nothing, and gonna be able to reach the Draco Meteor against this. Yeah, and now we just see the long drawn out match that's gonna inevitably happen. Hopefully, they just let them throw the Iron Head. Yeah, we're gonna see a bunch of Glaciates, and we will see. Now the Iron Head definitely doesn't KO, even though it deals super effective damage. A stab. Iron Head is also a pretty not great move. I was gonna say trash move, but that's okay. The opponent looks like they're just gonna let them farm down and able to come out with the big win. And we're gonna go a different opponent here. Different opponent here. This person leads a Tapu Fini into Drill. So I don't know what they have in the back. Maybe Tyranitar? Maybe Avalog? Okay, they come into Xerneas. Still not the best situation here. Because honestly, they will almost certainly survive this. Iron Head is such a terrible move. And you shield this. Okay, gonna let this go. They do go for the close combat. And they reach another one. Okay, gonna let this go. Expecting them to be weak to in the back. I'm assuming they're gonna come Drill here. But let's see. They do come Drill. Ooh, okay. Could have thrown before the Excadrill made a move. Slight mistiming on the move, and we will see. Okay, gonna throw the Aqua Tail. Gonna let this go. Man, Palkia up 1 shield should be able to handle everything. Okay, you just shield and farm down here. There's really, once the Xerneas is gone, there's nothing that can take a Draco Meteor. Okay, and they're double weak to water here, which is terrible for the opponent. And we're going to see another Aqua Tail come through. And this is excellent team awareness. And realizing that once Xerneas is gone, like Palkia just runs free, right? Obviously, Avalog can be a little bit annoying. Okay, so this is a good matchup for Palkia. Obviously, the bites do quite a bit of damage. Aqua Tails are gonna definitely. Oh, very nice catch by the opponent. And we do see the Armor Mewtwo come in. Do we see Solagio? Okay. Oh, they do not decide to throw here. But do they have? Are they running Earthquake here? They did 7 confusions there. They are running Earthquake, which does not very much damage. Gonna throw the Psychic Fang in here. Again, I don't quite understand the Psychic Fang. Okay, gonna let this go. They do land the Side Strike, does not do very much damage. Okay, gonna throw the Iron Head. Is double good against this Tyranitar. So the Tyranitar really can't do much here. And we're gonna see a Psychic Fang land on this Xerneas. I'm assuming the Xerneas will not shield because they didn't go up to the Iron Head. And just gonna force the Xerneas to take all this damage here and get to another Psychic Fang, which is absolutely devastating for, oh my goodness, gonna throw the Aqua Tail. They just actually decided to no shield there. There's really no chance for this Xerneas here. Gonna throw another one. Honestly, they're gonna water gun down before they make it to a surf, so it really doesn't matter here. There's really no chance by the opponent, and they decide to let it go, and they get water gun down. Really, second Aqua Tail is honestly not necessary. Both Aqua Tails actually were not necessary because you're gonna water gun down anyways after the crazy debuffs there. And ooh, runs into a terrible lead. We'll see what the safe swap is. And actually choosing to stay in this matchup, maybe try to catch a surf. Okay, gonna throw. Oh, maybe go Tapu Fini here. Okay, try to catch the move there. Oh, they have enough for the Thunder. They do throw the Thunder. Their defenses drop though. So let's see how this plays out. Gonna throw right before they reach another Thunder. The Surf definitely would not KO, but obviously the Moonblast would. Looks like they don't have a clear answer to. Gonna double shield. They do go for the Thunder again. Looks like they do not have a clear answer to Tapu Fini. And they're gonna force this Xerneas to debuff itself in order to take out this Solagio. They actually shield here. Interesting. The close combat shouldn't KO here. It will put it really, really low though. And do you dare Dragon Breath down here? No, gonna Water Gun down. It's a safer play. Makes sense. And we will see what's in the back. It is a Kyogre. Gonna throw at absolutely gorgeous timing. And show me the drill. Show me the drill. You know the drill here. And gonna throw the Surf. The man, Tapu Fini's not that high attack. They will survive. And gonna be able to easily Dragon Breath down this Excadrill. You know the drill. It is Tapu Fini time. And I believe this is the 4th and final game here. Picks up a really nice lead. We'll see how they decide to play it. Gonna go into Tapu Fini. Water guns are super effective. 2 drill runs comes pretty close to KOing, so we'll have to throw before they reach another one. And they do reach a move here. We'll see if they decide to shield. You can probably water gun down. Probably. They are farming quite a bit here. Gonna have to shield here. You have to maintain switch here, right? Because really, Palkia is very bad against. You have to double shield here. But this is okay because you'll reach a Moonblast, do quite a bit of damage against the Xerneas, but the Xerneas will full farm. Oh, it actually come Kyogre here. Well, this is very good here. I don't imagine this Kyogre will shield because they must know what's in the back, and or at least they're praying what they know is in the back. Well, okay. Well, I guess they're not really praying for this, to be honest, but and I do expect to switch out to Xerneas right after this. They do go for the Thunder. And we do see the switch out to Xerneas. Can just go straight Ironhead, to be honest. Again, I don't expect them to shield the first one. And there's not really too much they can do at this point in time. You just try to full farm down. Okay, gonna throw the Psychic Fang. Not that it really matters here. Well, maybe it's better not. Yeah, this cover is just way too low, and the opponent decides to leave the game here. And we're gonna go into the next matchup against Skeptical Tracer, a very strong battler, and they have Dragon Tail Garchomp, and gonna go Palkia into this Snorlax. You do have to be careful of the potential outrage. Oh, they Earthquake here. And Earthquake does do a pretty good amount of damage. They will survive this Aqua Tail. Earthquake and Outrage are... No, Outrage is 60 energy. Is it 60? It's 60, right? It's a Moonblast clone. And they will likely come back in with... Oh, nope. They come in with Zacian. And try to quick attack down this this Palkia. And you come into Mew in a really good spot. You let this go. We'll see if they have Wild Charge. They have Play Rough. They do have Play Rough. And it's gonna be kind of annoying here, to be honest. Oh, okay. Because all these Dragon Tails are gonna be pretty annoying to deal with. All these Oh, okay. Well, this is a very baity. This is more baity than you want it to be. Because honestly, let's see how this plays out. This is extremely baity here. They do Sand Tomb bait. Oh man. Oh man. Oh. Okay, let's see if the Surf KOs. Garchomp has pretty high stats. We will see here. Oh my gosh, Garchomp putting up a way better fight. I don't think this KOs. It does not KO, and this Garchomp's actually going to be able to beat this Tapu Fini in the 2 shield. That's crazy. That's crazy. They go Earth Power, which is probably not necessary. This honestly, Sand Tomb with 2 stages would probably do about 20%. Wow, that was a very well played end game by the opponent. And we know that they don't have super. Well, we don't know that they don't have super. They showed Earthquake. This is just a Body Slam. Still do a pretty decent chunk. It will be a CMP tie to this next move here. And we do see the CMP tie. And we'll see what the opponent decides to do here. They come into Zacian. Is a quick attack Zacian, which is way better for... I do expect them to close combat and dip. They do close combat and dip. And then we see the instant swap here into the Garchomp. And they're going to throw right before they make it to the Sand Tomb. Still a pretty nasty situation here, to be honest. And they're going to go for... Oh, they go for the farm down here. Oh, got denied there, which is very bad here. They do Sand Tomb. Oh, man. Oh, man. They reach a second Sand Tomb here, which is really bad here. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. Can you make it? Think so, right? They should no shield this, right? Oh, they actually do. I'm shielding it. But able to make it to the Iron Head, and you definitely shield this, right? You should. This is a CMP. And then now this will definitely KO with the 2-stage drop there. Very nicely done. Nicely done. Had to shield one of them. Makes sense to shield the first one because you can just no shield the second one. Because you just can't get earth powered. Obviously, a very bad lead here. We'll see how these two decide to play it out. Oh, these Shadow Claws do absolutely no damage. And gonna let this go. We'll see if they body slam. Looks like they have no Zacian here. They do Earthquake. And they come into Cobalion. Gonna go for the Hydro Pump. They already know both movesets on Mew. They actually end up. Oh my goodness, that is very nasty here. We let this go here. Sacred Sword. Come to Mew, you do one and throw the Psyshock. Oh, gonna come into interesting here. Gonna no shield this Sacred Sword. Gonna no shield the Sacred Sword again. Okay, the Psychic Fang doesn't KO here, so I don't quite like this position here. Gonna put it all on. There's just no way, right? There's no way here, right? There's no way. There's no win con here. There's no win con here. They come into Garchomp. There's no win con. There's zero win con here. There's zero win con here. Right? They played this matchup beautifully here. Unless you can. They decide to go Earthquake here, and you shield the Earthquake. But they're just gonna go straight Body Slam. Maybe if they shield this and you Shadow Claw, you can't even Shadow Claw down, right? There's just okay. There's no win con. There's no win con here. You have to catch a Body Slam, which would be one part of the win con here. No. Yeah, there's no win con here. We'd have to catch a Body Slam. And then even then, I don't think an Ice Beam from you would KO. And yeah, that's just too tough of a matchup to deal with. All right, we're going to see round 6 here against Shadow Brady, a member of Stadium Elite. Very strong battler. It's kind of weird for me to say. I'm going to be honest, Shadow Brady, if you're watching this, it's weird for me to say a member of Stadium Elite because you've known you from Pogoraids way longer, but yeah, way longer. Anyways, they have Giratina Altered, a Melmetal, Togekiss, a Regice, Rhyperior, and Sneasler. And so we'll see how this plays out. Palkia looks pretty strong here. Obviously, be careful of the Togekiss. And we do see Palkia into the Sneasler. Obviously, have to be careful. Sneasler is super glassy here. And they will throw the close combat and bail. There's a tremendous amount of damage. And they come into Giratina Altered. You definitely no shield the first one. And maybe count to 4, then throw. 2, 3, 4 on CMP. We'll see if this is enough to take out the Giratina. Giratina is very tanky. We do see the shield. I do expect the shield to come up as well. And then I do expect them to count to 5, then throw the next avalanche. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll be able to reach the next move before they actually decide to let this go. Will they full farm down here? They will full farm down here. Can they make it to the move? They're at 5 right now. So technically they're not at... can do 1 and then... Okay. Oh, they come into Togekiss. Well, that's absolutely devastating for the opponent. Obviously, I have to I have to take this thing out before it reaches... this is game over here, right? They double weak to... Yeah, this is absolutely game over here. And then we see the Psychic Fang. Well, absolutely. Okay, gonna go. Okay, not gonna reveal the Psychic. I like this play. I like this play here. Not revealing the Psychic Fang, despite it being double super effective. I like that play. I like that play a lot. Okay, we see the Regice come in. Regice, I guess you have to worry most about a potential. What is this? Earthquake? Oh no, Blizzard. Okay, they do reach the Blizzard. Okay, maybe miscount there. 7.5, I guess. Gonna go for the Earth Power. We will not Earth Power, High Horsepower, and then gonna go for the Avalanche, which should be enough to take this thing out. O is not enough, but is able to farm down, and they come into Giratina. This is a very awkward situation here. Why would they come in Giratina? Maybe they have Togekiss in the back. They should be able to survive. Oh, okay. Interesting. You definitely don't shield here, right? They have 2 loaded. You let this go. You let this go because 1 doesn't KO anyways, and they might. I guess they could poltergeist or whatever it's called. They will farm down here, which is kind of nasty here. But you expect it to be Togekiss in the back, right? So you don't shield any of these Dragon Claws. They'll need 3 to KO. You don't shield this because you expect it to be Kiss in the back. Oh, maybe shield this one here. But, okay, gonna shield this one. Oh, Rhyperior here. They're double weak to water. This is going to do quite a bit of damage. And we see the switch out. It is a Mud Slap Rhyperior. And able to reach the Iron Head beforehand. That was not what I was expecting in the back, but able to take it out. Nicely played. And we go into next game here, picking up a favorable lead. And we see them switch out into Regice. They could have Earthquake. Not that that will KO. It's a pretty like low attack Pokemon, but I do expect them to carry Earthquake, and this is a pretty decent amount of damage. Gonna throw the Iron Head. I do expect them to survive the Iron Head because Regice is pretty tanky, and looks like they will reach another Earthquake. Okay, gonna shield this here. Wants to maintain the switch here, but not that they are that weak too. Gonna throw the Psychic Fang, but they're gonna just Shadow Claw down, right? But when I would expect 2 Iron Heads to do more damage than the boosted fire or not even, like the defense dropped here. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. They actually come into okay. Well, this is interesting here. You just no shield, right? You no shield. You no shield because one it doesn't KO, and they actually go for the bait, and then you let this go, and then you just farm down, right? If they decide to close combat here, they have no energy left. And gonna be able to farm down. Now you just have to reach double. You let the first one go in case they ancient power boost, and they've turned into a ghost. And this is absolutely game over. Yeah. Oh, okay. Now this is confusing here because you can't really see the energy properly, but it should be 3 away. 1, 2. Now just 1 away. I think you shield this anyways. And you just 1 off here, and should survive this Dragon Claw, and then we'll land the Avalanche. And able to take out the Giratina. Nicely played. We're up 3-0, right? I believe in this set, and we go into the 4th and final game, picking up an absolutely terrible lead. I do expect to switch out to Palkia and the Dragon Claw, then the Dip. I think you let this go. You definitely let this go. We'll see what they have. No Togekiss. Doesn't look like there's any Togekiss. Oh, do you shield this though? Okay, gonna shield. Oh, you definitely Fire Blast here. You definitely Fire Blast here. You 100% Fire Blast. Let's see if they decide to shield. They actually do decide to shield. And then they're going to go for the EQ. Makes total sense. And then going to go into Solagio. Going to have to take an EQ, which is fine. And then you farm up and then throw the Iron Head. No way you throw Psychic Fang. Oh my goodness. Okay, I was going to say no chance you throw Psychic Fang because I don't see the point in throwing the Psychic Fang because now they reach another move here. Okay. And then you just put it all on. I guess you just put it all on. Man, there's just no way here, right? I guess you're turn ahead, but they can bait and then land the close combat. There's just no way here. Yeah, they bait here, and they're gonna win CMP against the Mammoth. So I don't know why. I don't know what was the point of throwing there, but the second thing, but that's totally fine. And we go to the next. This person has Galarian Zapdos, which is a pretty interesting pick. I think it has. Actually, not sure what moveset it has. I don't think it has access to close combat, which is going to do pretty good chunk of damage. They do through the close combat. We'll see what they switch out to. They switch out into. Okay, you don't really have a clear answer to this thing, but you have good answers to. Oh, running. What moveset is that? Uh, what moveset is that? Snarl? Must be Snarl, right? Snarl. Snarl. They do go for the Thunderbolt. Can you farm it down beforehand? It does not look like it. Oh, end up losing CMP. That's quite right though. They do throw the Side Shock. No, waiting the clock there, but the clocks are almost up anyways. Doesn't really matter. Okay, gonna look to throw both Aqua Tails and then dip. Okay, no, just gonna dip right away. Makes total sense here. You shield this move because now this game's over, right? They go for the Fusion Flare, and then you just build up and throw. You just make sure that you outpace the Galarian Zapdos, which you easily will be able to. Oh, they actually survived that, but doesn't matter. And gonna be able to take out this Galarian Zapdos despite the super effective counters, and able to land the Avalanche. And we see goodbye to Zapdos. Go back to whatever Master Ball you were caught with, and picking up a fantastic lead here. Dragon Breaths are double resisted. The Aqua Tails are neutral here. All right, so let's see how reveal that they only have Psyshock. Not only have Psyshock, that's obviously a relevant moveset, but no Dazzling Gleam, which does make this matchup. Well, I think you're gonna lose this match. You lose this matchup in 0 because you're gonna get outpaced, and they will survive this. But you shield and farm down. Shield and farm down. Can you farm down? They need 5 for the next one. Oh, that's very bad here. But you have to control switch here, right? You have to control switch. Ooh, this is nasty here. Oh, they come into Zarude. That is very rude there. That is very rude. They actually end up shielding. Oh, that's too fearful of the potential Fire Blast or Draco Meteor, I guess. This is kind of nasty here, though. Well, this is actually better. This is better. I guess they could have Stone Edge. They do have Stone Edge. Does a pretty good amount of damage. Unfortunately, I don't think they're definitely not gonna shield. And they know that. And okay. You farm down here. There's just no way. There's just no way here, right? You would have to successfully land the Draco onto this Zarude. They're just gonna double Dark Pulse here. Yeah, there's no way. You just go for the Draco. You just go for the Draco. It's the only win con here. It's the only win con that they no shield. They call the bait here. No. No. Yeah, no chance there. Maybe if you, I don't know. This is a very tough one there. All right. Okay, stop dancing, you two. Start battling. Neutral lead, but this should favor Reshiram because it has much better stats. I'm gonna throw the Muddy Water. Honestly, I would just throw the Muddy Water right away. Because they're gonna have to throw. Oh, we're gonna shield here. Can you farm down? Okay, they come into. Well, this is a very good situation here. They do have access to Thunderbolt, which will deal neutral damage to the Slugio, and does pretty, okay. Gonna throw the Psychic Fang again. this this in love with Psychic Fang is kind of crazy here, to be honest. And then honestly, I would at this point in time you just have to throw both Psychic Fangs here, right? Like this is definitely not going to KO. Um, you definitely switch here, right? Switch to Mamoswine, yeah. And they come into Shadow Gardevoir. That's absolutely devastating here. Good timing there, but there's just no chance here. This Shadow Guard's just gonna two shield and charm down. You have absolutely nothing for this Gardevoir. Oh man, there's just no way here. This is just oof. Okay. Gonna go for the muddy water. Going for anything at this point in time. Um oh Shadow Guard just standing too strong there. And actually Shadow Guard was so strong it booted the trainer out of the battle. So get out of here. Alright, this is a okay matchup. They're obviously favorable for the Zarude since it can deal dish neutral damage pretty easily. One doesn't KO. Uh, they go for the correct move there. Okay, gonna throw right beforehand. This would like you fake the Draco here. Okay, gonna throw again. Oh my gosh, able to win the 1-0. Obviously, they wanted the farm down there. But that's very brutal. Really nice timing. Okay, and we see. Okay, well, this is totally fine here. It's actually a very favorable situation. Gonna throw the avalanche. We'll see if they decide to call the bait. No, they do not. You shield this, and then you throw the high horsepower at them. The avalanche won't. I guess you could try to come in with energy, but I don't think that's gonna be possible here. The dragon breaths are way too oppressive, and gonna go for the high horsepower, which is gonna deal super effective damage and takes it out. You really want this avalanche because it'll do a tremendous amount of damage and should be able to survive one Thunderbolt regardless. So if you get bait, it's not too big a deal. And they look like they're going to be in Water Gun and Surf range. This really doesn't matter here if they Thunderbolt or bait here. It doesn't really matter. They do go for the bait. Does a pretty good amount of damage, to be honest. You shield this and just throw the Surf at them. They should bait again. It's not. It's kind of a bait, kind of not, right? Because, like, honestly, if the Side Shock does connect, they would still make it to the Surf. So probably makes sense just to go for the Thunderbolt at that point in time. It's like only realistic win con, but we're gonna go to the next game here. This person has Mewtwo, Dragonite, Zamazata, Heatran, Virizion, and Sylveon. So, Mewtwo's always gonna be good on this team, right? It's gonna have Psystrike and Shadow Ball. That's the moveset that makes the most sense. Has perfect coverage versus this team. So we're gonna see Mewtwo every single game, and we'll see whether or not Heartbrokenkid can navigate around this Mewtwo. We see an okay lead, and very similar to the Zarude one, right? Because they're doing neutral damage, but Palkia's stats are much better. And they throw the Sacred Sword. Interesting. No. They must have no Leaf Blade, right? I don't know. Okay, gonna let this go. All right. No Leaf Blade, or they're not revealing the Leaf Blade. They catch on Mewtwo, as expected. And you're gonna go into Salagio here. The bait game is gonna be so tremendous with this Mewtwo. There's no way you Psychic Fang here, right? There's no way. There's no reason to Psychic Fang here. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Please stop Psychic Fanging. There's no, okay. They actually do end up shielding here, but it doesn't really matter here because they reach another move anyways, and we'll see how these two decide to play it out. Okay, gonna throw the Iron Head, and we will see what this Virizion is very low. And they come into Dragonite. Well, this is perfectly fine here. Gonna throw the Psychic Fang. Force this. This the one. Obviously, one super power doesn't KO. So gonna go for the potential. Well, let's see how they play this here. This game's over anyways, right? So they superpower. Oh, very nice catch. Very unnecessary catch, but nice catch. And gonna throw the Psychic Fang. And then you go for the Iron Head. Yeah, you go for the Iron Head. This doesn't KO, but puts the Dragonite really low. And even if they're carrying Hyper Beam or whichever moveset, it doesn't really matter here because it's going to be game over anyways. I'm assuming they're going to superpower. They do superpower and just get Water Gun down. Okay, nicely played. And we're going to go into the second game of this set. I mean, casting these battles for more. We still have 2 more rounds after this, but we're going to get through this. I'm going to speed up through this intro part because this player takes quite a bit of time to... Okay, Mew. Obviously, they can carry Crunch here. We'll see what fast move is being carried. It is Shadow Claw, and they are running Snarl. And they do throw on alignment. I do expect this to be a Crunch. Should do a good amount of damage. Doesn't quite KO. Gonna throw the Ice Beam. Obviously carrying the Dark Pulse for... And the question is, will you try to catch here? Not gonna try to catch. Go into Tapu Fini and farm down. The question is, are they running... No, this should be just a close combat, right? They do close combat. You can look to... Okay. They throw another one. It's going to put it pretty low here. Oof, this Zamazata is putting in work here. Okay. Okay. This is bad here, right? Because this is a... Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just going to fast forward through this game here because this is going to be an absolute brutal beatdown here. Okay. No, there's no chance here. There's no chance here. Right? There's no chance here, right? Am I wrong? No, I'm not. I'm definitely not wrong. That game was definitely over. There was no chance there. All right, we're gonna go to the third game here. 1-1 right now. The Zamazata put in a lot of work, and I do expect more of it, right? Because it was just so disgustingly good in that last matchup here. All right, we see Mewtwo is just so devastating versus team. Even Salagio, which should have a pretty good matchup, is just not going to be able to keep up. Gonna take this move here. They actually bait here. Oh, interesting. I don't think the bait's worth it, to be honest, but obviously they know best here. Do you shield this? Gonna shield. They bait again. Gonna throw the Psychic Fang. Gonna be able to control switch here, right? You just shield this. Farm down. Now you control switch. The thing is, after they don't have anything for Salagio. Well, besides that, and they come into Zamazata here. Let's see what they're gonna do here. I'm assuming they close combat here. Maybe they crunch here. Do they close combat? Now you throw the Aqua Tail. And this is absolutely game over here. I guess they could have Iron Head. I guess this is before Heat Train got its new moves here. But these Fire Spins are absolutely doing nothing here. And this is game over, right? They should just no shield this, right? Because there's just no way they can win this game here. Oh my gosh, Palkia just Amon on fire right now. But too bad it double resists fire, right? It's Amon on fire that double resists fire. What can you do against it? What can you do against it? Palkia into Sylveon, absolutely terrible lead here. And gonna go into Tapu Fini, and they are met by Virizion. But this Virizion didn't show the Leaf Blade, but maybe they don't know that the Leaf Blade's a better move than. Let's see here. You don't shield this here, right? They must have Stone Edge, right? No, they do have Leaf Blade. That's so weird. It's so weird. Oh, they should be throwing Leaf Blades here, right? They're both neutral. It's definitely the better move here. I think it's like 10 more damage, right? Like 3560 for Sacred Sword and 3570. Like 3 Leaf Blades would KO in this scenario here. Definitely no shield here, but they're gonna Moonblast. You will have to throw at this thing though. Otherwise it's gonna put you way too low. This is where you would potentially Psychic Fang and then farm down. Okay. Alright, let's see how this plays out here. It's gonna be a close game here. They're at 9 right now. Ooh, they do Shadow Ball this time. Let's see. Let's see. Gonna have to shield this. You're gonna have to shield and farm down, right? There's no other. There's no other way. I guess you could. There's just no way to farm down here. Yeah, they had to try to call the bait there. Honestly, the opponent should be throwing leaf plates, though, right? Like, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I don't know. All right, we're going to the next round here. This person clearly has a Tapu Bulu, and with Bullet Seed, I think it has Grass Knot and Dazzling Gleam or something like that. Interesting, not throwing the Ice Beam. Definitely go through the Ice Beam beforehand. Maybe he wouldn't KO though. Do you shield this? Are you 4 and throw? I'm just gonna do 1 and throw. Ice Beam will deal super effective damage. Let's see what they come in with. They come in with Ho-Oh. You do 7 and throw the Surf. Probably can make it to another Surf, honestly, because the next Incinerate doesn't look like a Chaos. Let's see. Okay, able to get to another one. If this doesn't KO, then you get 2 more Shadow Claws off, which is absolutely devastating for the opponent. And they will likely Brave Bird here. Do you shield this? Because likely they have 2 answers to a Mamo in the back. But nothing one-shots the Mamo, right? So you just stay. Yeah, this is very good here. You just stay. They're going to Fusion Bolt. And then you just Powder Snow everything down. You have to Powder Snow down this Ho-Oh. But will Ho-Oh make it to the move? It will not make the move. It will not survive 3 Powder Snows. Nicely done. Really nice timing on the Mew. And that like made all the difference in that matchup. They go Mamoswine into Zekrom. This is a good lead here. Let's see how they're going to play this out. 7 then throw here. Yeah, right before the crunch. And if they throw right away, you sneak a Power Snow. Okay, nope. The opponent's too good here. Does 1 Dragon Breath, then throws a move, which is the correct play. They do throw the crunch. No defense drop. And you're going to throw right away. Throw off their, like, don't want to be too predictable. They let this go. Gonna switch to Mew. Ooh, it's so tricky on the timing on the switch in. Gonna let this go. They do throw the Sacred Fire. Able to still make it to the Surf, but I don't think the Surf KOs anymore because of the attack drop. It does not KO. It's going to be a Bulu in the back, right? This Bulu is going to be... It's a Bulu in the back, right? Oh, it's a Bulu in the back. Okay. But maybe. Okay. Maybe. One Grass Knot doesn't KO the Palkia. But two Grass Knots do. Let's see here. Does it get the shield? It doesn't KO. It definitely doesn't. Oh, I guess they could run Dazzling Gleam. They could run Dazzling Gleam. Never mind. It does KO. I was like, okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was my mistake there. But I think you had to take the move. Had to take the move there. But it was going to be really tough there. Anyways, we're going to the last game here. And we see the battle of the Psychic. Oh my goodness. That is very bad for the opponent. And going to throw the Flamethrower right away before they reach the Earthquake. The Superior. Oh, they decided to no shield there. And we see Rayquaza come through here. What can Rayquaza do here? Like, this is so bad. What do they have in the back? Articuno? What do they have in the back? Articuno? There's just no way. Rayquaza's going to throw the Breaking Swipe here. It's like, this is the battle of debuffs. One attack, one defense. And so they need one more for the next Breaking Swipe. The defense is so low. Oh, they actually have the Breaking Swipe here. There's just no way, right? This doesn't KO. And you're gonna switch. Oh my! Well, it's a Dragon Tail melodic, right? So, but like, I guess you go up to the fake the Draco, go to the Aqua Tail. Like they're gonna have to throw a Hyper Beam or something, or try attempt to Dragon Tail down. There's just no way. There's just no way here. There's just no way. The opponent accepted that. I presume. Right? Because they're just gonna get Dragon Breath down. This game's over. This actually goes on for another 20 seconds here. So, all right, we're gonna go Tapu Fini into Melodic. This is a good matchup for the Tapu Fini. It's double resist. Oh my goodness, they come Groudon into this thing. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy. Obviously, they can bait with Groudon, and they probably would survive the Surf. Well, maybe not in Classic. Obviously, the Precious Blade would do a tremendous amount of damage. And will they... Okay, gonna be able to throw one turn beforehand. They let it go. They come into Metagross. Obviously, they want to try to catch. Gonna bait with the Psychic Fang. We will see if the opponent decides to shield or not. They actually call it. That's crazy. Gonna let this go. They Meteor Mash. They call the bait there. Gonna throw another Psychic Fang. It is double resisted still, but it will... They'll definitely survive the Psychic Fang. And we're gonna see another Psychic Fang, and we're gonna see a lot of damage done to this to this Melodic via Psychic Fangs. Try to catch the Surf there. Not that it really mattered. They're gonna go Hyper Beam here, I presume. Like, this is the only logical moveset that makes sense. They do go Hyper Beam. They are defense dropped. I'm curious how they play this. They do shield. They do have the Surf. Gonna throw the Psychic Fang. You just let this go here, and you just Shadow Claw everything down. I'm assuming they're going to switch right away to Metagross because they are twice 2-stage debuffed. So actually, they decide to stay in, and this game's over here, right? So they're just going to get Shadow Claw down. Okay. All right. 2-0 so far. I swear I've showcasted against who I've showcasted has played Alakazam in every single one. This is kind of phenomenal. All right. So we're going to try to catch the Breaking Swipe. Yeah, able to catch the Breaking Swipe. Nicely done. And let's see, they're gonna build up some energy. It makes sense, right? Because and they come into melodic, not melodic, Metagross, and gonna throw the Surf. This attack is drops. It's not gonna do that much damage. Plus Tapu Fini is not that hard hitting anyways. So we see another Surf coming through. And they will have to throw though, right? So even though this is not doing that much damage, they will have to throw. Honestly, you could shield, but we're probably going to see the Shadow Claw shield and Shadow Claw down. Does more than the Breaking Swipe. It's actually quite a powerful move. 50 energy, 100 damage. We're going to see the Shadow Claw down. Okay. And we're going to see the Ice Beam. Oh, does a very nice amount of damage. And we're going to see a potential CMP tie. You let this go. I'm assuming they come in Rayquaza. You have to let this go though, right? You Shadow Claw down. There's no way here. You'll get much shot down. They should shield this, right? They should shield this. No, they don't. Okay, maybe you won't. Well, I think they'll just Fire Punch you, right? They'll just double Fire Punch. Yeah, let's double Fire Punch. Yeah, they don't even need to press this blade anymore. You shield this. Hope that they go press this blade here. This is like the only potential win con there. And we're gonna go into the next game here. Mew into okay, they come into Rayquaza here. Interesting. They throw the Breaking Swipe. They obviously want to bait out the Slogio here, right? There's no other reason why they would play it this way. They want to like fully farm down this yeah, they want to debuff this into Oblivion and then full farm down, and then you have to switch out of this afterwards, right? There's not. You let this go here. You can't stay and let them farm down. If you let them farm down, this game's over here, right? They might even switch here to Groudon. They should switch to Groudon here, where the clocks is up. Oh, they're gonna stay in. You could shield this and switch. No, okay, gonna let this go. Switch here. Okay, I don't understand why staying here. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go, right? Okay. Defense did fall. It's almost a for sure bait, right? Like there's no reason for them to, not no reason. Obviously they can call it, but it's very unlikely. Gonna go for the Fire Blast. We'll see whether or not they shield. They do not shield. That's absolutely devastating here. Okay, well now you just no shield the Palkia because you'll make it to an Ice Beam. Yeah, and that's GG. Very, very, very well played there. Very well done. Anyways, very well played. Lots of psychic effects there, but very well played by Heartbrokenkid. Anyways, I'm gonna leave there. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see everyone in the next video.